Hello there and welcome to our show. I'm Mike.
And I'm Rainbow.
And also, welcome to part 2 of our side story, where this month we are learning about the famous ancient Greek philosopher
Socrates.
Socrates, not Socrates.
Not Socrates.
No, Socrates.
In yesterday's article, we read about how Socrates was a famous teacher back in his time and brought people from all around the world to the city of Athens to hear him teach and to learn from his ideas about the meaning of life and the nature of God.
And while his teachings influenced many people, they also made Socrates many enemies in ancient Athens, especially among the leaders of the city who were afraid that Socrates' ideas would have a bad influence on the young people.
In the end, the city's leaders arrested Socrates, put him on trial, and he was forced to kill himself with poison. It's a really sad end to his wonderful life.
Very true. But while they might have taken his life away, no one has been able to take away the teachings of Socrates and their influence. That is why, even today, thousands of years later, he is still considered to be one of the greatest thinkers who ever lived. So, with all of that in mind, it's time to start reading more about Socrates right after the great thinker Rainbow tells us everything we need to know about today's new vocabulary.
第二天，苏格拉底的文章继续告诉大家 Socrates 非常用心带大家的教学方式。先带大家看4个单字。第一个 seek 寻求是个动词，动词的3态是 seek、sought。我们来造个例句 Those who only seek fame and wealth in their lives often end up unhappy. Those who only seek fame and wealth in their lives often end up unhappy. 那些只寻求名利的人，往往最后都不快乐。第二个单字 topic 主题或是话题是个名词 Stay on topic 就是记得不要离题的意思 Make sure to stay on topic during your presentation. Make sure to stay on topic during your presentation. 演讲的时候记得不要离题。第三个单字 honesty 诚实是个名词 honest 就是形容词。Honesty is the best policy, is something we're taught when we're young. Honesty is the best policy, is something we're taught when we're young. 诚实是最好的策略，是我们小时候常常被教导的观念。最后一个单字 therefore 因此是个副词，可以加在文字句子的前面，也可以加在文章最后一段时用来做总结。June's car broke down on her way to work. Therefore, she was late for the meeting. June's car broke down on her way to work. Therefore, she was late for the meeting. June 在上班的时候，车子抛锚了，因此她迟到了。好，现在我们已经看完今天的单字例句，接下来一起回到课文中。
Socrates wasn't like other philosophers. He didn't focus on math or the natural world. Instead, he sought the truth about how people lived and should live. Socrates talked one-on-one with his students. They discussed topics like friendship, courage, and how to behave with honesty. Socrates wanted his students to think. Therefore, he acted like he didn't know anything on purpose.
Explanation 1.
All right, our article for today opens with this. It says, Socrates wasn't like other philosophers. And then we read, he didn't focus on math or the natural world. That is a great point. Back in Socrates' day, philosophers taught many different things, and many of them, like Pythagoras or Archimedes, were also interested in how the world worked, as if the world and all of the many different things we find in nature were sort of parts of a machine working together.
And for Socrates, his interest was really in what life meant and how people should live their lives. As we read in the next sentence, which tells us, instead, he sought the truth about how people lived and should live, how to be the best human being you can possibly be, in other words.
And for Socrates, teaching and learning both meant talking. Not a teacher lecturing the students who just sit there silently, but the teacher and the students having conversations so that they can learn more together from each other. We read, Socrates talked one-on-one with his students.
And then we learn about some of the things that he and his students talked about. They discussed topics like friendship, courage, and how to behave with honesty. It's almost like Socrates was a psychologist who was helping people to become happier in their lives.
Well, sure, for Socrates, happiness was one of the keys to living the best life possible. And he wasn't afraid to ask the difficult questions about life and how we live it. Mostly, though, the next sentence tells us, Socrates wanted his students to think. Exactly. Socrates wasn't looking to teach a bunch of robots who would just repeat what he told them. He wanted his students to be fully engaged and to test the teacher's ideas as much as they tested their own ideas. Socrates felt that this was the only real way to get to the real truth.
And he had an interesting way of getting his students to think for themselves. We read, therefore, he acted like he didn't know anything on purpose. This allowed the students to talk more since they weren't so afraid of saying something wrong in front of the teacher. Wow, that's totally different from the style here, right? We'll learn more about Socrates' teaching style after the break.
But first, let's go over to Daphne for our first 2 grammar points for today.
大家好，我是 Daphne。今天的第一则文法是 Somebody acts like 加上子句，意思是某人表现得好像点点点。Act 在这里是不及物动词，表现举止的意思。Like 则是连接词像的意思，合在一起 Somebody acts like 加子句，意思就是某人表现得像点点点。例如 The speaker burped and acted like nothing happened. 演讲者打了个嗝，接着装作若无其事。此外 like 像也可以当介系词，使用时后方接名词，句型为Somebody acts like 加名词，例如 Lucas acts like a gentleman. 卢卡斯表现得像个绅士。第二则文法是 on purpose， 意思是故意的。介系词 on 在这里是凭着的意思 ，purpose 是名词，意图、目的，合在一起 on purpose 字面意思就是凭着某意图做事。也就是故意的意思，为副词片语。例如 Amber didn't do it on purpose. It was an accident. 安博不是故意的，一切都是意外。
All right, it's break time, but we'll be back soon for the second part of the article.
Socrates then asked one question after another. He did that until the students discovered the answers themselves. Socrates' method became a new way of teaching and learning. Why not try it yourself?
Explanation 2.
So, Socrates would teach his students by pretending like he didn't know many things and then getting the students to talk about things themselves. He also did something else to get his students thinking. Next in our article, we read, Socrates then asked one question after another. He would ask them questions. They would have to think on their own to give him an answer. A great way to get the students to actually think about what they are learning.
And a great way that we can learn about this next grammar point is to go over to Daphne. So let's do that now.
第三则文法是 one question after another， 意思是一个问题接着另一个。One 在这里是形容词某一的 ，after 是介系词跟随着 ，another 是不定代名词另一个，合在一起 one 加上名词加上 after another， 字面意思就是一个跟随着另一个。例如 Teddy ate one chip after another， 泰迪一片接着一片吃着洋芋片。
So Socrates would teach his students by asking them questions.
And he would keep doing this until he got the results he was looking for from the students. We read, he did that until the students discovered the answers themselves. This way, they would really understand what they were being taught. So they're not just repeating the lessons back to Socrates.
And this whole style of teaching that Socrates invented is still being used today. We read, Socrates' method became a new way of teaching and learning. Absolutely. And it probably wouldn't surprise you too much to learn that we call this method of teaching the Socratic method, after the man Socrates who founded it.
So our article begins by asking us a question about the Socratic method. It asks, why not try it yourself? It's a great way to learn things and it really makes you think. What better way to celebrate and remember the great life of Socrates?
Okay, ladies and gents, that's it for us. Be well, take care of each other, and we'll see you all back here in the near future. Until then,
Bye-bye.
Socrates, the great Greek philosopher.
Socrates wasn't like other philosophers. He didn't focus on math or the natural world. Instead, he sought the truth about how people lived and should live. Socrates talked one-on-one with his students. They discussed topics like friendship, courage, and how to behave with honesty. Socrates wanted his students to think. Therefore, he acted like he didn't know anything on purpose. Socrates then asked one question after another. He did that until the students discovered the answers themselves. Socrates' method became a new way of teaching and learning. Why not try it yourself?
不要跟我顶嘴哦。这个英文要怎么表达？
欢迎收看《就爱讲英文》，我是 Steven，
我是 Kate。
今天呢，就是要讲一些关于顶嘴的英文。
我最不会顶嘴了，
真
的，快点教我几句。
这是我的强项，
没错，
我非常
看得出来。
顶嘴。好，第一个呢，就是 How dare you talk back to me like that？ 而且你知道，每次讲这种话，就是很像要有气势那种感觉。
这句话已经很凶了，
很凶。我们先说 talk back to me 的意思。talk back to me 就是顶嘴，
回嘴嘛，
对，
就讲回去。
对 ，How dare you 是你怎么敢？
你怎么敢
？OK，How dare you talk back to me 就是你怎么敢顶嘴 ？Like that， 像这样。所以一定要等别人顶嘴你才能讲这句啊！你如果没有人讲话，你讲这句话，人家觉得是神经病。好，再一次，你用气势的方式讲这句话。
你说我吗？How dare you talk back to me like that？ 你应该要先。
可以啊，我觉得我很好啊，很好。
OK， 那我们来下一句。
下一个呢是 Who do you think you're talking to？
你以为你在跟谁说话？
对，平常是比较有权威的一个角色是会讲这句话，or 可能是有一些人会觉得没有受到尊敬，他会讲这一句。
就是你在跟别人讲话的时候没有尊重他，然后你就可以说这句话。
Who do you think you're talking to？
哦 ，OK，
这样，
这2句话都太凶了，我觉得。
可是顶嘴本来就是你本来就是要凶回去啊，对不对？再来这一句话呢，就是 Don't give me any lip。Don't
give me any lip。
对，不要给我任何的嘴唇。
这句话好好笑哦。
是因为可能就是你用嘴唇，你知道顶嘴的时候，你会有一个很丑的表情，可能会这样。然后就是因为有给了人家那个嘴唇，就是说 Don't give me any lip。
所以也非常的，我觉得说的很好就是不要这样。
这样就很丑，
非常的贴切。
然后第4个呢，有一点刚刚像第2个，它就是 Who do you think you are？
跟前面几句类似。Who do you think you are？
对，一个是 Who do you think you're talking to 嘛，对不对？你觉得你在跟谁讲话？那一个是你以为你是谁？
对，你以为你是谁？讲话，讲成这样，
就是顶嘴的话就可以用这些的英文。那我现在呢，我想让 Kate 练习一下怎么用顶嘴的英文。比如说我是小朋友不想写功课，比如说你是妈妈嘛啊，
写功课。
好，妈妈不想写功课啦。
Don't give me any lip。OK，
还不错，
还
不错，还蛮有气势的，可以再凶一点点。
这需要练习。
对啦，那我们怎么看在一些比如说生活上怎么用这些的英文句子？那我们现在就进入 Live Action。So, will you meet Jack tomorrow?
It's none of your business.
How dare you talk back to me like that? Who do you think you are?
Why should I tell you? You don't really care.
Who do you think you're talking to? Don't give me any lip. 第一 How dare you talk back to me like that? 第二 Who do you think you're talking to? 第三 Don't give me any lip. 第四 Who do you think you are?
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny， 又到我们1分钟的单元喽。那我们今天要1分钟的时间来复习4个单字，同学们您都准备好了没？1分钟计时开始。好，第一个单词叫做寻求，像你要寻求意见啊，然后寻求工作。好，这个字怎么说呢？叫做 seek。seek 它是个动词，那它动词3态就是 seek、sought 是不规则变化哦。He sought advice from his professor， 就是说他向教授来寻求建议。第二单字表示主题或是话题，主题要怎么说啊？就是 topic。What's the topic of the speech？ 那场演讲的主题是什么呢？第3个单字叫做诚实、正直。好，我们知道诚实的这个英文叫做 honest， 在后面加个 y 就变名词 honesty 就是诚实、正直。He answered all the questions with honesty， 他诚实的回答所有的问题。好，第4个单字是表达因此所以，你可能想说啊，不就 so 吗？可是我们学的是副词，这个副词叫做 therefore。Katie is new to this school, therefore she doesn't have any close friends here. Katie 是新来的学生，所以她在这里没有亲近的好朋友。没有亲近的好朋友，这样听得懂吗？算我过关，对不对？好，不管怎么样，同学还是要多多复习，多多造句练习哦。那我们下次见了，拜拜。